Well, hello again. Another day for rebounding, but also maybe I could do it up here. Also, I want to start incorporating these movements in my videos, and maybe I really should tip it up just a little. I don't know if you want to see a person that doesn't have a head. I want you to see the movement on the rebounder, but also maybe you should see my head. Okay, so remember what I said yesterday about strengthening your hips and legs. And so you pretend there's an electric fence here that you really don't want to touch. And so you lift up your foot and step over. And then you lift up your foot and step over without touching it. And then there's 1, and here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I am feeling a little twinge here and like down in here. So, but now I feel a little bit looser. And remember, if you don't have a rebounder, just move. Go up and down on your toes like this if you're on a floor. I used to do that when I was, had to wait in line at the grocery store or at the bank or anything. And I used to work on my steps while I was standing still doing nothing else. And then I quit doing that. I don't know. You know what? I used to watch, what was it called? Walking? I don't remember. Anyways, there was lots of different ones. My favorite one was, there was an Asian woman who was about 50 and her 70-something-year-old mother, and they did movements that an older person could do. And I loved that one. That was my favorite. But you just did movements inside, it wasn't walking outside for miles and miles. Like if you got tired, then you were far away from home, and then what did you do? And so no, these were just, because after I had breast cancer, and after my chemotherapy, then I had a mastectomy, and then I had radiation. Very invasive, very hard on your body, right? And so I was thinking, oh, the radiation, that's the easy part. Nope, it wasn't. I mean, my radiologist, he was very upbeat. And I said, I've had some side effects from chemo and had to recover from the mastectomy, being amputated, and he said, oh no, the only thing that'll happen is you'll get tired. No, there was other stuff. And so what I ended up with was radiation onset arthritis. Is that, anyways, yeah, sometimes you can get arthritis from radiation. And oh my goodness, I could barely walk. It was awful. Like when going downstairs, we were living at the time with my daughter, and the house was on the upper level, and you had to go down to the basement to leave the house. And I had to hold on both sides of the stairway and just creep down one step. It took a minute for me to get downstairs. Anyway, so I started stepping, finding videos after that. It took a while for me to even be able to do that. Probably about, I couldn't walk very well I walked like an old lady. Probably 2 months. It was into the fall before I could walk, like do anything. And so then I did it. And got stronger. It took about a year for me to be able to walk normally again. And then even after that, like at times I have to be real careful. I have to sleep with a body pillow, or when I wake up my hips and legs hurt. But it's just a matter of taking care of myself, and I think that's a good thing, right? I think the wire is making the phone bounce a little bit. I think it's too taut. I'm gonna pull it forward just a little bit. So you live and learn, right? I'm such an amateur, it's okay. Just move, just move, just move, just move. So as I said, my balance has been getting better. I still hold on to the bar loosely. Trying to add in more movements. There's no rhyme or reason. Can we just be like kids sometimes, right? Kids are spontaneous. Ooh, that feels really good on my lower back. Lifting my knees up high, like that. Ooh. Yeah, being childlike, not childish, childlike. It's good to be childlike. You notice how creative I'm getting? Oh yeah, I forgot twists. Okay, let's do a couple more of those, 10 more of these things, okay? All right, strengthening our hips. Don't touch that fence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And remember, I think I said the other day, is like, if you can only do that much, just do that much. You don't have to, or if you can do a little bit more, do a little bit more. Just do what you can and get started. Let's just get started. Arm swings. I have so many people I know who have had operations on their shoulders. And so I wanted to, and falling, a lot of falling. And so I thought, well, what can I do to be proactive before that happens to me? What can I do? Because you know what, even if I did fall, if you do fall, it always, you heal quicker if there's muscle, good muscle tone. And not only that, but your joints function better if you've been, active. Oh yeah, I didn't do this so much. Ooh, yeah, there we go. fast. You feel that in the middle. So my first goal, is going to be my leg strengthening. And then my second goal will be my core. But for now, I haven't done any of these. Good for your thighs. I used to have the strongest legs. Man. And then when I went through chemotherapy, mastectomy and radiation, I sat around for a year. It was awful. So you might say I'm still coming back. And that was 5 years ago. But there's been many things going on in my life. You know, moving. At first we were homeless. Right after radiation, immediately we were homeless. So we lived with relatives for a while and had 2 or 3 different plans that we were working on, and they fell through. And then finally, I think it was, I finished radiation in early September, I believe. And I think it was by the following July, we had this place. So it was like 9 months of floating. Oh yeah, I could feel that. Feel that in my thighs. Okay, let's relax them a little bit. Oh yeah. I like to let go and do some of this because that demands me to be balanced. And if you didn't feel that confident, you could just do this. I'm very loose, like just resting my hand on it. When I went through chemotherapy, I had a chemical called the Red Devil, and you have to be tested to see if your heart is strong enough that it can handle it, because it's really hard on your heart. I had to sign a paper saying that I wouldn't drink caffeine anymore. I do have small amounts of caffeine, but my body quickly tells me if it's too much. And yeah, very, very hard on the body. So I want to build up my heart also. And I just give all honor, all praise to God. Woo! I just give all honor and all praise to God. Woo! Woo! Okay. I'm going to call that a day. I hope you enjoy your day. I hope you enjoy taking steps to better yourself. God bless.